Okay, so this is the force velocity profile. This is where you create your personal squat, bench, and deadlift force velocity curve to help you program. Now, let's start off, for example, so how do you find your own squat max? Or how do you find your own squat force velocity profile? Put in your max, okay, or max for that day, or what you think you have for that day. Simply because you can't, if you put your competition one and you're out of training and everything, you're not very strong, it's not going to be very accurate. It needs to be accurate to what your current 1RM max is. Now, so this is best done coming into testing or competing. So first off, you need to do the load. So I'll start off with the red plate, and then you put in the velocity. Now you only want to put in the velocity of the first repetition. So it doesn't matter if you do 2 or 3 reps. You only want to record the first rep, simply because in powerlifting we only take importance on the first rep. If your second rep is faster or third rep is faster, then there's a lack of efficiency. So you can start to look at the data to see how you can improve. Okay, now next weight I would go to is 2 reds. That might be 7. Okay, and then I would continue on just like that. Now, once I get to about the 60 to 70%, you want to start taking smaller jumps because the data between 60 and 90% is probably the most important. The closer you get to max, the better because the data will be a little bit more accurate. Now, the trick just for the squats, if whatever you're going to train and compete in, you should do that testing. So if you're going to use reps, then use reps from set 1. It will start, or put it on as soon as possible, simply because the data won't be accurate. Everything starts to change, your biomechanics starts to change, your speed changes when you put on laps. So it might take on smaller jumps just to get a little bit more data, and we're end on 9 sets. And so you might go 9.3, 2, 3. Cool. Now you can see we've got a line here, right? This is auto-populated what your force velocity profile is, and then it has broken it into zones. So now your hypertrophy zone, strength zone. So if you let's say we want to work between 80-85%, your ranges is between 0.41 and 0.34. So you need to hit your velocity between those ranges. So now there are more advanced ways to do this, but this is a nice simple one to put in. You can find out what zone you need to be working at and what velocity is going to be best effective for that zone. Cool, and you got there one for bench and one for deadlift, and it'll give you all that data you need. So if you have any questions, shoot me an email. I'm always happy to help. Otherwise, sign in below and we'll email you this force velocity profile.